Hello and welcome to another video. Firstly, a quick shout out to my brother at Nexus 7 for the tracks that you can hear. I've left these details in the description below if you're interested in his music and want to hear more. Much like the majority of the world, my family and I find ourselves stuck at home with only my wife leaving for scans while we nervously await the birth of our second child. With that said, I've had a bit more time to play games that I wouldn't have done normally, courtesy of the Xbox Game Pass, playing games with my wife that we haven't played for a while, caught up with some older shows on Funimation, and watched some stuff on Netflix that I've been meaning to watch for a while. This includes programs that we can watch as a family with our little boy when we can tear him away from his tech.
Take a long break from this game, okay? I'm gonna put it in Brian's room.
Here is a collage of things that we've been doing to stop us getting cabin fever. As you have seen through my intro, one of the older games me and my wife have been playing is Warhammer 40k Soulstorm, which was released in the EU in March 2008, and we got launch on disc and then updated to Steam after losing a copy during a move. This is a real-time strategy game. This is the last DLC in the series and started with Warhammer 40k Dawn of War, which was released in September of 2004. Soulstorm can be bought standalone, but if you have the previous games in the series, it gives you access to all the other races and factions. It has a single player campaign, which I've completed previously, but as I only reinstalled this to play skirmish with my wife, there isn't any footage of it. The campaign is a decent length for this style of game and has both LAN and online multiplayer. We aren't amazing at it, but do have fun taking on the AI together. You can buy it for $9.99 on its own, or as a master collection, which includes Soulstorm and all the other games in the series for $29.99. As you can see in the image, the Steam page has overwhelmingly positive reviews. Sound of Fury is a Netflix original visual album with a mixture of animation styles across 3 different directors. There is an overarching story with some of the CGI animation, in particular the opening one, which is incredible. Where it shines is the soundtrack, which is amazing. Take a listen to this. I highly recommend this if you want some decent background noise or fancy watching something a little different. Children of Mortar is one of the games I picked up on Xbox Game Pass. I'm a massive fan of the Diablo franchise, and Children of Mortar is an action role-playing game with roguelike elements. You take control of one of the members of the Bergerson family, and get more of them as the story goes on. When you die or complete missions, you respawn back in your home, where you can use the gold that you've acquired during your runs to fund upgrades to power, armour, etc. There is a levelling tree for each character with perks that affect them directly and the family at large. I have enjoyed this game and can honestly say that I may not have even given it a second glance had it not been for the Xbox Game Pass. No Rin is an anime that came out in 2014 based on a 2011 light novel and is under the Slice of Life section on Funimation. It follows Kazaku Hata, who was moved to the country by his family who wanted to be farmers. Kazaku has a massive crush on a pop idol Yuka Kazanabe, whose real name is Ringo Konishita, who retires and happens to move to the same farm school that Kazuka is in. Minori Nakazawa is Kazaku's best friend and gets jealous when Kazaku's dream girl arrives on the scene and the madness and rivalry ensues. The humour is crass and there is a fair amount of fan service, but I was in fits of laughter from start to finish.
If you want them, hers and mine are a package deal.
Ew! Gross!
You've got to be kidding me!
Don't be such a drama queen!
Huh?
If you're gonna force me to take your skid-marked parachute undies, at least hand me the Snow White pair first!
Parachute undies?
Speaking of crass humour, my wife and I went back to Borderlands 3 and started new characters. Since getting the game and doing the dual perspective gameplay video a while back on my channel, we've not had the chance to go back due to preparing for Child 2. The footage you're seeing is a record kill for us on Mouthpiece, with me playing Mose and my wife playing Flak. There has been a fair amount of criticism raised at Borderlands 3, with the biggest being the antagonists. Once all the DLCs are out, I intend to do a full retrospective review, as we've enjoyed what we've played so far. While I agree that the Calypso twins are nowhere near the same as Handsome Jack, if you like Borderlands, this is more of what you love, with more refined mechanics.
This week, I have been mostly
spending family time smashing through the back catalogue of Studio Ghibli films on Netflix. Even if you're not an anime fan but have kids, the production value and quality of these films are on par with Disney. The clips that I'm using for this section is from the critically acclaimed My Neighbor Totoro. It came out originally in 1988 and still looks amazing. It's a masterpiece that captures the innocence of childhood. It is imaginative, unique, wonderful, and one of many of the Studio Ghibli movies that we would happily watch again and again as a family. I think it's safe to say that this particular film holds a special place in our son's heart. I recently purchased Wilson Lords of Mayhem. It's one of the games that I was looking forward to getting, and it came out in February of this year, but I held off just to be safe. It's an action role-playing game and takes inspiration from systems found in both Diablo 3 and Path of Exile. This game uses the Crytek CryEngine. Crytek brought out Crysis in 2007, and that game was renowned as being a good PC benchmarking game when it released and for a good while afterwards. Needless to say, the game looks gorgeous, but came out to middling reviews due to performance issues. I am enjoying what I've played so far, having only built non-hybrid builds, just standard stuff like sword and board, etc. Once I've completed the game and messed about with some hybrid builds, I do plan to do a full thoughts video on it.
It's me, damn it! Horseshit! Did you knock your head? Who do you expect me to be, exactly?
Oh, I don't know, some bloody demon.
What? No, look! I have no idea what's going on. I was having my ass kicked when something awakened from within to save me. I need help, alright? But I'm not some demon, goddammit. Come on, Val!
Oh, really? Prove it.
You're such a tool.
That does not seem like something a demon would say.
So those are just some of the things that we have been up to during lockdown and furlough. My hopes are that you and your families are safe and well during these crazy and scary times. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell for updates on future videos. It will really help this channel to grow. So until next time, thanks for watching.